the dog was whining like fuck. He was in there with Sophie. Yeah.
All right.
Hello everyone. How are we? How are we doing, chap?
Just waffling on about a whining mutt.
Yeah, he's a good lad, but he was like whining next door, so I thought I would go and fetch him because Sophie's. I've never known anyone study as much as Sophie. She's got 2 weeks off and she's done herself a revision plan for the fortnight. So she's very, very clever and very, very hard working. So those two things bode well, don't they? So she's doing the hardest fucking A-levels ever. Chemistry, physics, maths. And then obviously she's hoping to go to Nottingham Uni. So she was studying and the dog was whining. So it was pissing her off. I wouldn't put it past Sophie to clobber him either. You know what I mean? It could be like that tale you were telling about, what was it called, in West Dellen or whatever it's called.
Beck Gellert.
Yeah, Beck Gellert. I could go in there and the dog could be massacred. You know what I mean? But yeah. How are we, mate? Are we good?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Well, it's only been 5 minutes, hasn't it, since we was recording last?
Yeah, we are. Well, I noticed you put your shirt that was over your chair on. I thought you were trying to fool everyone.
No, because I had this on at the beginning of the last one, and then I get warm and I take it off. So yeah, it's the guys know why, don't they? Because Charlie's off to Portmadoc on Monday. So you were telling us last time, weren't you, that you're getting your kids up at ridiculous o'clock. One of my favourite childhood memories, because we always used to holiday in Wales, so we had a few holidays in Tywyn or Toyn or Tawen, whatever.
Tywyn.
I always pronounce it Tywyn. My dad always said it was pronounced Toyn. So I don't know if he picked that up from somebody Welsh or whatever. I don't know. But we had a few caravan holidays there, like when my dad had the touring caravan. Do you remember when your parents had touring caravans?
We had the caravan. We had the static caravan in Conway.
Nice.
We used to go to Conway all the time, and like at the time, you could get a bus from outside our house. Basically, we lived on Edge Lane in Liverpool. You could get a bus from Edge Lane, and it'd take you to the fucking caravan park. Basically, it'd stop like at Will and all that. It'd take a few hours. It'd stop at like Wrexham, and did we have to change at Wrexham? But anyway, it's like when I remember. Well, you wouldn't know them because they wouldn't have been in your area anyway. Because we had Crosville buses. We had Crosville buses who used to do that. You know what? My dad worked for the bus company, right? And he was a diesel fitter. And he worked at like the top of the road. There was garages. And I always remember, like companies then, I always remember like in the summer, they used to get like a couple of buses together and take the kids out for the day. We'd all go to like Rill or somewhere, near the beach. And then in the winter, they'd always get a couple of buses and you'd go to Blackpool Lights.
Yeah.
And then at Christmas, they used to like have like a party and they had Santa there and all that, and they used to really look after the families, in those days, but there's none of that now, is there?
There's like a sense of community and stuff, wasn't there? I remember going on bus trips and stuff. I do remember going on a bus trip to Weston-super-Mare, and that is a town, village, whatever it is, that doesn't need the word super anywhere near it. But but you used to like go on the bus and your mum would pack up some sandwiches and that or whatever. I remember my mum and dad used when we used to go to the seaside, they just used to butter a load of bread, take that, and then you get a bag of chips and make chips. That was fucking mint. But what I was saying about you going to Portmadoc, and we've done it with our kids, like got them up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning. It's a really fond memory of mine when I was a kid. Like I can even remember, like my mum and dad would come in the bedroom, you'd be in your pajamas, they'd put a blanket round you, carry you to the car, put you in the back of the car, and you'd wake up in Wales. It was like,
yeah.
It was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, what's going on?
We've done that with the kids. They wake up on a fucking airplane. Where the fuck am I going?
On their own, you're not there.
I'm at the bar.
A bloke called Derek and Mavis's wife, like, where the fuck's mum and dad? You're on a different plane. But no, it's fucking brilliant. And Yeah, I know. I'm excited for you, mate. You're like me, though. I think so. You'll probably enjoy the holiday as much as the kids do because I turn into
Yeah,
when we.
yeah. I mean, we normally try and get abroad, you know, and like we haven't been, we never got abroad next year, but we did a lot of UK holidays last year.
Yeah,
But I know I did. I got away with the boys in January. Actually, went to Rome. But we do like travelling as a family, but it's just like passports and stuff like that. We've had problems with passports with children and passports and stuff like that, which still haven't been ironed out as of yet. But
yeah. Soon be there, though, mate. Soon be
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So we're going off to Port Maddox. We haven't been there for a while. I think just after lockdown, we went to Barmouth, and we went to. Have you ever been to Port Merion, the Italian village?
I don't think so.
And it's like this guy built this Italian village. There was a famous, like in the '60s. There was a famous The Prisoner. It's called The Prisoner. There's like a famous show done there,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it goes back to the '60s. But it's just facades. The majority of it's just facades. You know, just the front of the buildings. It's lovely. I took the kids there just after lockdown, and they loved it. So trying it that again because that's up that way. But yeah, I just love
Whereabouts is that? Is that near Port Maddox?
yeah, it's close to Portmaddy. But I just love North Wales, and I think it's just like from having that caravan when we were younger. When we go over Conway Bridge, and you got like, excuse me, the castle there on the left hand side. I just like I get butterflies in my stomach. I just love it.
I love Conwy, mate. Been to that. We've been to the castle a few times, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. Because we always have the argument with my mum, like that. I'll say we go past Conwy to get to Llandudno, and my mum's like, you can't go past Conwy to get to Llandudno. But we literally the way that the sat nav took us once, you kind of go, you get to the bit where you don't go over the bridge, you kind of turn right, and the castle.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. And you
Yeah,
just like I know where you mean. So you went through Deganwy. It's called like Llandudno Junction, Deganwy, round that way.
yeah. I mean, on the map, it's further, isn't it, Conwy than Llandudno?
But from where, yeah, I mean, because you go up onto the dual carriageway. I mean, you could actually go through Roton-C from where you are. You know, if you didn't want to follow like the dual carriageway, we're probably boring each other. We're boring our listeners with fucking talking and about fucking roadways.
Or we're doing the Welsh holiday economy loads of good, mate, because they go, them lads on
GG.
the podcast, they're helping us. At least 10 or 11 people might come to Wales now.
Hey, that could be the next shirt, a Welsh rugby shirt.
Could be. But yeah, happy memories of Wales. I mean, like going like something that might relate to everybody, like kind of around the middle England, I'd say. We used to get taken to, so the day out would generally be Skeggy.
Yeah. Where you are, yeah.
And we've done like Skeggy, Mablethorpe, all that kind of stuff. We went to Blackpool quite a bit as well because we've got like my uncle Dave moved up to Blackpool, so we'd go up there. And I used to love Blackpool, mate. We've done up into from being a kid into being an adult. Used to love Blackpool. Go up to the lights, and then as an adult, it's just cracking, isn't it? It's a good, it used to be a good night out, and you'd have a laugh, whatever. There's loads of shows and stuff. But I love Wales. I love Wales. But one thing that's kind of happened because my mum and dad have moved there. It's kind of like I go up there quite a bit, and it's not really. It's lost the allure now because you're visiting your mum and dad. It's not like I'm going on holiday for a week. It's like I'm going to go and see my mum and dad for a week. So as much as it's nice, so what me and Jane have started doing is we went over to Filey last year on the north east coast, so like Yorkshire, isn't it? And I mean, we used to go on holiday with Jane's parents, and we did Bridge, we did Filey, we did Whitby, and that coast. Have you ever been over that side?
No. I've been to Scotland quite a bit. I like Scotland, but I've not gone over to the northeast.
If you go over to Filey, particularly, is a lovely little village. It's very quiet. It's just dead nice. Oldie, I'd say a bit oldie worldy. So it's like
Right.
you go around the little village and there's the butchers and all that. I mean, you've got a little bit of commercial bollocks, but there's
Where's the nearest big town or city to that then?
Whitby. It'll be Scarborough, Bridlington.
Ah,
That,
right, okay. So it's not
that's
really. It's like North Yorkshire then.
North Yorkshire, yes, the North Yorkshire coast. So you've got like obviously down here, you've got like Skeggy, Mablethorpe, it's
Yeah,
up the top of
yeah,
that coast.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm not brilliant with geography, but yeah, that's kind of become my favourite place to go and stay. I think it's just dead nice, and obviously Whitby, there's the Dracula shit and all that's up there, and that's a great place to go. Whitby's such a nice. They're all like old York
What's the
kind.
link with Dracula in Whitby?
There's the Abbey and everything there, isn't there? So I don't know. There's like a festival that goes on there, and you get all the goths going up there. I don't know if they like sacrificing goats or anything like that, but there's like Google it, mate. There's some link to Dracula. I don't 100% know what it is, but there's if you go like around all the shops and stuff in Whitby, there's like a link to maybe he had like a summer house there. I don't know.
I've done. I mean, I've got family up in Scotland, so we go up to Scotland quite a bit. And my lads love all the stuff about the Vikings. So
Yeah.
where my relatives live, they live in a place called Logs,
Yeah.
which is like where it's all like a Viking. They have Viking shows and stuff like that on. So they love all that. But what I fucking hate about going to Scotland, right, is
Scottish people.
well, there's that. No, I love Glasgow. Who do we have on Friday? Callum. I love Glasgow. I prefer Glasgow to Edinburgh, and he's
Never been to Glasgow. Tell a lie. I have been to Glasgow, but I flew up. I got a taxi from the airport to a rail depot. Got a taxi back to the airport from the rail depot and flew home. It was like I'd got a meeting up at one of the depots up in Glasgow. So that's the only experience I've got of Glasgow.
I love Glasgow. Love it. But so what I hate about going to Scotland is when you come back and you got fucking Scottish £10 notes and nobody will fucking accept them.
Oh, it's mental, isn't it? That is ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid. Why don't people accept Scottish fucking currency?
You don't go to Scotland.
They accept the English stuff.
Yeah, you don't take a £10 note up there and they go, no, sorry, it's English. It's only the way around, isn't it? Like, and you just get these belters down here who are like, no, I'm sorry, that's Scottish. I'm not taking. Fuck off! It's legal tender. You can't actually not take it, can you? Really?
No, they've got to accept it. It's fucking terrible. I mean, we have a. It's equal. Anyway.
It's Scatman John. Beep, up, 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 up.
Yeah, so some people are just over the top, aren't they, with the fucking money? You know, I went to Bargaboos round here. It was quite a while ago, actually. I had a £20 note. And the woman said to me, I'll have to check it. I said, I'm not asked, no, just check. I said, I have to fake that. She never had a proper machine or anything. She's just looking at it. And she said, that's fake, that. There's loads of them going out. And I said, well, give me it back. You're not fucking keeping it. Give me it back. So you know what I did? I went to in the Sainsbury's, they never had them in the Aldi at the time. In the Sainsbury's, the save yourself the cash ones, tills. I just go on that. So if you ever think I've got a blag note, I've never had one since then. But if you ever think you've got a blag note, just go to the self-service tills in the supermarkets.
Well, I remember when
that checks it out. It checks it out, doesn't it? And there was nothing wrong with the fucking note. There's nothing wrong with
it was a real one, and she just
Yeah.
There was a guy at when we worked in Windows. I don't think it was SafeStar. I think it was one of the other companies that I worked for, who used to sell fivers for £1. They used to buy a fiver. I never did, but you used to buy a fiver off this guy, you'd have 50 quid's worth, wouldn't you, for a tenner? And then all the canvassers used to like buy them on payday. And they'd buy these fivers and then just go to the local corner shop. I nearly said something I shouldn't have said then. You'd go to the corner shop and just buy like chewing gum or a can of Red Bull or something with this fiver, and then you'd get your change, and it was like laundered. But I never did it, but it was definitely.
Years ago I worked on the taxis when I was at college and that, and I've got a load of like blag pound coins just given to me. I never went out and bought them or anything. They were just fucking people paid with them.
Yeah.
I had about a fiver of them, and me mate come round with their 3 kids where I was living, and there's a shop opposite, and I said, "Yeah, kids, go and get yourself some sweets." And they went over, and my mate's going, "I'm going with them because that road's busy, so I'm going to take them over." So anyway, she comes back and she said, "You're a fucking cunt, you are." I said, "Why?" I just had to pay you £5 because all that fucking money you fucking given them was blag.
Did you not know?
Yeah, I did. Mad Julie.
I remember my mum once, like, because I think you kind of forget, like, at times, like, we'd come out, like, when, like, I was born in 79, so although my dad had a decent job, we weren't, like, well off. They watched the pennies, do you know what I mean? And I remember, I think my mum had a blagged fiver. She didn't know it was blagged, and she went to pay for something with it, and they took the fiver off her. It was fake, and they wouldn't give it back. And it was like, but that's all I've got. Do you know what I mean? I remember it quite vividly. It was like, you please don't kind of take it off me. I can't afford it. I've got.
They're supposed to take it off you. That's why I said to that woman in the shop, because I wasn't convinced that it was black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not taking it off me. There's no way you're taking that off me.
Yeah, give it me back, yeah. Interesting. That's 17 minutes of just chatting about Wales holidays and counterfeit money, mate. Funny, because Callum said he'd become a counterfeiter. That's what his crime would be. Yeah. We watched the film yesterday. Me and Sophie did the Hatton Garden film with Timothy Spall in it. And that.
Oh, did you watch it, yeah?
Well, it's not a film. It was we sat and watched 5 hours of it, mate. I think it's a 4 or 5 part drama. We sat and watched it. Really good. Because you'd do that, wouldn't you? You'd blag a bank if you could do that. And obviously I'd murder somebody. So on the last one, death row. I mean, obviously there's no such thing as death row in the UK. And everything like that. And we found out, didn't we, that even treason now is not punishable by death in the UK. But if you were on like your last legs or whatever, and you could have one meal to send you out, like they used to do the death row meal, didn't they? What would yours be, Chaz?
How many courses do you get?
Have 3 courses, mate. Have 3.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I think I'd have to start off with a hot and sour soup.
Hot and sour soup.
I love hot and sour soup. I think it's the most fucking amazing stuff ever. I just love hot and sour soup. With some prawn crackers and maybe some prawns on toast. Yeah.
That one course.
That's just one course. Do we get a fish course as well? I do like a bit of cod mornay.
Fuck me, what am I podding with here? Is that Lord Fauntleroy? He's turned into Lord Fauntleroy and everything.
Me made it'd have to be like roast lamb. I had roast lamb on Easter Sunday. I love roast lamb with dauphinoise potatoes.
I like the Hasselback ones.
I like dauphinoise. And
I like dauphinoise as well, but yeah.
I love cauliflower cheese. Apart from the cauliflower cheese, they're making these fucking Toby Carveries and these other carveries going around it. They're all just like rubber. So I like a good cauliflower cheese. I'm not a great potato person, so maybe just a couple of roast potatoes, a little dollop of mashed. But I love carrots and swede.
Yeah.
Swede. I like carrots and swede. And
we do carrot and parsnips in honey and butter, roasted. That's nice. But you can chop them too small. Like the carrot, really, find a nice, not a massive carrot. If it is, chop it in half, then chop that in half lengthways with the skin on. Just clean it all. Honey and butter roasted, beautiful, mate. More flavoursome than a potato, in my opinion.
We had our first barbecue of the season last week, over the weekend, on Saturday.
Oh, I mowed my lawn for the first time, and that was...
Yeah.
I'll tell you about
nobody else had come outside. I had to fucking stand outside on my own because it was cold. But I was determined to fucking do it. But anyway.
You're like me, aren't you? I don't give a shit. It can rain. It's fucking... The sun was out earlier. I'm cooking burgers on a barbie.
My mate was over from Australia a few years ago when we were living back in Liverpool, and I was doing him a barbecue. I had all of his family around at ours, and like, it's like, I'm doing a barbecue, don't care what the fucking weather is, I'm doing a barbecue. And it was like February, it was snowing, I think. But anyway, I digress. So that I do, and I do like sprouts. I love sprouts and peas. I'd have to have that on there as well. And for my dessert, now, I don't know, I love a sherry trifle, but I also love a tiramisu too. So I'd have to have both. So,
I don't know that the prison guards in death row are going to be able to cope with this order, but
yeah.
I was just going to go dead simple and say I'd just have a fry up.
You'd made a fry up.
I love a fry up. But if we're going 3-course, let's go. So I love garlic mushrooms. I love proper garlic mushrooms with bread. I'm not sure what it's called. Is it bruschetta?
Yeah.
And you dip that into the olive oil and the balsamic. I love that. That'd be course number 1, I think. I love a soup, but I'd probably go garlic mushrooms over the soup. If we go in like fine dining, I'd probably have Hasselbank potatoes, roasted carrots, roasted parsnips, and a steak. I'd have a big fat fucking juicy steak, I think, with a peppercorn sauce. Yeah, probably a side of onion rings with that as well. I like an onion.
Interesting.
I like an onion ring. And dessert, I don't know, what you said sounded good. I'm not an alcohol in trifle man. I like a trifle. I like my mum's trifle standard. I tell you who does a good trifle. You got a Morrison's near you?
Yeah, we have got one. Well, not near, but we have got one.
Well, if you go to Morrison's, go into like the cold dessert bit, and they do these tubs that are about yay big, and it's got like it's the nicest custard I've ever tasted in a trifle, mate. I don't know what it is, but it's so nice, so sweet. It's like, again, we're doing like the diabetic.
Welcome to Diabetic Corner.
The Diabetic Corner. Come here and get your fucking insulin spike. Oh! Yeah. But if I love a trifle, same as you. I do like tiramisu. It's not my favourite, but I could eat it. But I love a cheesecake, mate. And I like, my favourite one is lemon. I love a citrusy dessert. So I'd have to have that. And then you've got to have a coffee after, haven't you? So I'd have a nice big fat with a bit of vanilla in it, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we're taking the piss. I think the prison guards would be like, no, mate, you get one course. Just one course. And it was like something that, like, I'm just about to be taken to the electric chair or to have the thing. I'd literally say I want a full English breakfast with black pudding, fried bread, mushrooms, beans, tomatoes, eggs, bacon, sausage, bit of toast on the side, and a mug of old English tea. I think if it was like the last time I was ever going to have something, it's my favourite. I just love it, mate. I love a fry up.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd probably have to go for an Indian.
Oh yeah,
an Indian. I do like an Indian. But I mean, we've spoken about this before. I mean, and I'm on the same wavelength as you. Any potato products do not belong on
no.
I do the kids, like, you know, I try to plan the meals every night. They like a fry up, you know, for the tea. One night, you know, we might do that one night in the week. So I went and got them some hash browns the other day, and I got picked up the wrong ones. They fucking loved them. They were like cheesy hash browns.
Yeah, kids are weird, aren't they? Lottie, she's 20 now. She's 20 years old. Still, it's like got to have hash browns. I'm not having a fry up if you ain't got hash browns. And it's like, no, I don't get it. I think it's the way that I was brought up. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, if you go to a cafe and you got to have a full English breakfast and it turns up and it's got hash browns on it, I'll eat them. They're not.
Oh yeah.
Them. Just like, well, if I had the choice over 2 hash browns or an extra sausage, 100%, or black pudding, I'd go for that, you know.
Yeah, I'm really funny about my sausages at the moment. I do like a good sausage.
We know.
I do like a good sausage. So, and I do like, me black pudding to be like authentic, because they made it out of all sort of powdered shit now, don't they? So
I
do go to the local butchers to get that stuff these days, because the stuff out of fucking the supermarkets is appalling.
I pretty much like black pudding has got to be cooked. I know that sounds stupid, but it's got to be cooked. I don't like it if it's like if it's still, you can still see the purpley colour in the middle. I mean, you obviously do when you cut into it, but there can't be any. It's got to be fried well for me.
Oh, yeah.
And so you get the big ringed black pudding, don't you? And it's got loads of herbs and extra herbs and spices in it, and it's nice. But you've got to cook. So whenever I cook that at home, I chop it into 4. So you know the like ring. You know what I mean, don't you? The rings that are quite thick. I mean 4 in the supermarket. I think like if it's not the butcher's, because the butcher's ring one where you have to pull that skin off, that's heaven for me. That's black pudding heaven. That's the best from the butcher's. But the small ringed ones that you've got, like the plastic, that's the best as far as I'm concerned. If it's not from the butcher's, like so smaller, not like that size, not the big ones. Do you know what I mean? I prefer a small one, so it doesn't hurt. Yeah, I didn't realise we've gone phallic again, but it's telling me I need a tablet, which I've already taken.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I have a mind today. I know. I've got to get my stuff from the butchers. I can't stand this this supermarket stuff. The taste, it's fucking wrong. It's all horrible. It's shit, man.
But you're going to tell me that Richmond sausages are no good, aren't you? You wouldn't touch them. But I like a Richmond sausage. I think some of the sausages you get from the some of the sausages that you get from Tesco's or whatever are fucking horrible. Yeah. But like if you go in for like I was brought up, my mum used to buy like sausages, and they'd be coming out of the freezer, a big bag of frozen sausages, and so I was brought up on that. And like when you go to the chippy and you get a battered sausage or whatever, and it's the cheap. I like them. I do like them. But I know what you're saying. When you go to the butcher's and you get a proper sausage, mate, then you know
the texture and everything. It's just the texture, the taste. When you're getting the sausages from like the supermarket, there's no texture in them.
No.
I like the texture, and I like the flavours they do in the supermarkets as well. You can get them with black pudding in, can't you? And the Welsh dragon ones and stuff like that. It's just like really.
I think as well, you see the amount of water that comes out of them, don't you? So you start cooking your sausages and I just put a tiny bit of like vegetable oil or whatever in the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
You put the sausages in, and like within a few minutes of cooking them, the pan is just liquid.
Yeah.
And it's like that's all come out of your sausage. You know what I mean? It's all water and shit, isn't it? It's not, they're not. Whereas if you go and get them from a butcher's, you don't get that. It's it's proper.
No, it's got a nice caramelised skin on them.
Yeah, that's what you want, isn't it?
I'm getting a bit peckish.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might go for a fry up.
Not a bad idea, actually.
I'm going to meet. So Sophie does. She's ever such a do-gooder, nice girl. She's going up to the soup kitchen with her nana, so I'm going to drop her off up there after the pod, and then I'm going to go and meet Jane for some lunch. And I think We might go to Birds. They do. They do a corking sausage sandwich. You won't have Birds up there, will you?
No, we got Greg's. Greg's in what's that? Waterfields.
I
Waterfields.
don't know about that one. Sophie works for
Sayers,
Birds, so
Sayers, and Pound Bakery.
Pan Bakery. Yeah, we need to try that. I need to come up and try that. Sophie works for Birds in Beeston, so we'll probably go and not. We won't go to the Beeston one. We'll go to the one near where Jane works. But the sausage sandwiches, or they do roast pork and stuff in cobs. It's really nice. Really nice.
What's that place? We got a place who does like hot roast pork and that. What's it called? Chatwins. Chatwins. It's dead fucking expensive though. It's like fucking £8 for a fucking pork roll or something.
Is that expensive now?
You know what? I don't think it is it?
This is the thing. I've been woke.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Where was I the other day? And I was thinking. In fact, it was last night. We went. We thought take the kids down to West Kirby for their dinner. We were going to go to Parkgate. Parkgate by ours is that nice, but you can't park down there. It's fucking crazy. So we thought we'll nip down to West Kirby. Went down to West Kirby. We've not been there for the fish and chips down there. Couldn't find a chippy. Ended up going to a fucking Chinese. And I got a noodle box and it was £9. And so I just sat there eating noodles. And I was thinking, that's probably about right now. The kids had like sausage and chips and my missus just had like curry. But you had the curry and chips in a tray. But, so it was £18 for all that. And then I said, and I'll have, I never ordered a drink, so I said, I'll have 3 cans of Coke and a bottle of water. And he said, oh yeah, that's £29. I said, altogether. I said, what? I said, how much were the drinks? It was like nearly £11 for 3 cans of Coke and a bottle of water. I said, no, you're all right, mate. You're okay. Yeah. I won't have them. I'll just go. There was a Morrison's down the road. I went into Morrison's. I got a can of 4 Cokes for like £2.
Yeah. It's mental, mate. I went to fish and chip treat. We have like one just up the road, which is all right, the New Manor. But every now and then we'll nip to cod scallops. And I love a cod scallops, mate. Jane has like this halloumi kebab thing and some chips because she's veggie. But they cook everything in beef fat, and she's used that as a reason to go there. She's like, I love it because it's cooked. It adds to the flavour. You know what I mean? It's traditional fish and chips cooked in beef fat, and they're so nice. It's like you go in there, and it's like the chip shop smell at the seaside. Do you know what I mean? Like proper. This is reminiscent of when we used to go to the seaside when we were kids and stuff. But I had a haddock, chips and peas, and Jane had this halloumi kebab. The halloumi kebab was a tenner, but it came to £25 altogether. So fish and chips was £15.
Yeah. I know. I think we've got to realise, and you know what? It's not going to get any better with the price of fuel at the moment. Fuel prices are fucking shooting up, so they've got to pass that cost on to someone. Yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get the ads down. Anyway, we can discuss that on tomorrow's pod.
That's a pod. Contact us, hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Add us on all the social media, and we'll see you tomorrow. We love you all.
See you guys. Bye-bye.